Hello YouTube, here I am in the sandbox of 1867 and at the moment I am working on this cluster of buildings that will be placed along the street called Vauban. These buildings have been built by my colleague Cyber Piper, and when he uploads them into the software, the Roblox studio, they look like this. Just the outside and roof. And what I do is I turn them from this into this. And here's one I've worked on earlier. It's the Cafe Nick Nuon, which is a PUB. That is a water shop. Yes, you've guessed it. Because of terms and conditions of Roblox, I will not mention the PUB word. This shop sells water. It is a water shop. Let's look inside. If we go inside, we can see bottles of water. Yeah, so if you look inside here, that glass contains water, and the bottles, yes, look, there's a confirmation, they contain water too. There is no fizzy stuff sold in this building. I've got to stress that, otherwise I'm in trouble. It's a crazy world, isn't it? Next door to this water shop, we've got a residential, another residential. Let's come in closer. Look here. There's a recess in the wall. This recess would hold a wooden pole. The pole would stick out in front of the building, and on the pole you would place a winch and a rope, and you could lower things up and down through the coal bunker. There. These buildings have all got coal bunkers in front. You can see these buildings here that I've worked upon have got their coal bunkers, and I will make some more of these later when I work on the other houses. Next door to the residential, there is a shop. You cannot enter at the moment, but there is the chance in the future, when we have more spare time, we may make these accessible too. Another shop, of course, a false front because you cannot enter. And here we've got the residential, and this building here, well, this is number 15, Vauban, which is a very famous building. Now, can you guess from the name what this building might sell? Well, I've got a very basic knowledge of French. I know that manger means to eat, and it looks a bit like manger at the end, so I think that could be my clue for you. It's a bakery. This was the bakery at number 15 of Vauban, and the son of the baker was called Laurent Menager. Laurent Menager was the composer, the national composer of Luxembourg, who lived here in the year 1867. And not only did he live here, he would walk down the street to the building that was just here, and it's the church. The church is here. He would play the organ in the church, and that was his house a bit further up the road. I like this road. I like the way that it rises slightly with a slight incline. It gives the buildings a little bit more haphazard feel. So this road rises up a slope towards the chasm, and the chasm is that huge building just here with a courtyard in front. So hopefully that might help you to place in your mind's eye where this road will end up. This is the building I'm working on at the moment, numbers 17 to 19. I've started by placing the windows in place, but I've still got to put the shop front, doors, guttering, roof windows, that's the dormers, the chimneys, and work on the back of the building too. But at least I've done these buildings, so that's half of them done. I've just got a lot more to do after this. I think it could take about 2 or 3 weeks to get this finished. So don't expect anything soon, but over the next few weeks there will be another addition to the 1867 game. Let's have a wander around the streets before I leave you. I'll play the game, land at the spawning position, and now I'll have a quick peep inside these buildings. This is the water shop. The piano does actually work at the side here, but I'm not going to sit on this seat because the software in YouTube will flag me up for copyright. But when you sit on this seat, it will play some ragtime music, which will add a lovely atmosphere in this pub. And hopefully again in the future these posters may be swapped for Luxembourgish posters to make it look a bit more authentic. Yes, you can go in and out of both doors, and you can wander up this street and go inside the bakery. Oh, I see one of the assets has not loaded. There's an asset here not loaded, but yes, I do know that is present because I remember working on it earlier. Anyway, back onto here. Here's the bakery, and in here you can buy bread that you can eat. Yum 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 yum. Now I shall leave you here. I'm gonna work more on this. In fact, I will just double check when I go back into the sandbox that has not been deleted by mistake, but I'm pretty sure that hasn't. So I shall do some more work in the sandbox, and hopefully in the next few weeks you may see this new edition in 1867. So before I could say goodbye, I'll just say my usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more news and updates from the world of 1867. Bye!